What to do, MySpace land, YouTube land? It's your boy Cleezyana Jones. I thought it kind of fitting for me to wear red, white, and blue based on the topic that I'm going to speak on today. Y'all see me in the last YouTube blog. Got a little goofy with the Elvis impersonation and everything. But right now I'd really like to speak to y'all on a serious note. I don't know if y'all been watching the news or not, but Obama's been pushing this healthcare, universal healthcare reform real hard, and it finally got passed. And a lot of people are up in arms about it. A lot of people are supporting it. And it definitely has its pros and its cons, but I believe this is a very, very bad step in the wrong direction for America. And to be quite honest, I believe that Obama's really fucking it up with this one. So I want to speak on some things regarding universal health care. So if you like intelligent conversation, or you ain't trying to hear about what's going on in the world that may negatively affect you, then you should turn this video off and go do something stupid like play some internet video games or something of that nature. Basically, I've been doing a lot of reading, watching a lot of CNN and stuff like that, really gaining knowledge about the situation at hand and what's really going on. Basically what it breaks down to is they just passed an $871 billion bill for universal health care. They're talking 125 to 150 billion a year. Obama says that basically 634 billion to get it off the ground. But analysts and people that actually know what the fuck's going on, you know what I'm saying, that ain't just puffing us up and feeding us bullshit, say that it's actually going to be 1.5 to 1.7 trillion dollars just to get it off the ground. So Obama doesn't even have half the amount of money we need to get this off the ground. Another thing about universal health care, I have a homeboy that actually lives in Canada, and I was talking to him about universal health care, because they've had universal health care in Canada for years. And I said, man, you know, this was before Obama even came into office. This was years ago. I was like, man, it's kind of cool that y'all have universal health care. And he was like, well, yeah, it is. But the thing is, when you have universal health care, everybody has health care. So everybody goes to the doctor for everything. He said, one day I went to the doctor because I was sick as hell. Like, I couldn't keep anything down. I was dehydrated. You know, like, the dude really felt like he was damn near on his deathbed. He went to the doctor. He was in line 8 hours to be seen by a doctor. Because 7 hours worth of other motherfuckers with hangnails, runny noses, stubbed their toe, whatever, were waiting to see the doctor because everybody has health care. So everybody goes to the doctor for everything. So basically, if with this universal health care bill, what you're going to see is we're actually going to end up spending way more money than we did before, because now people are going to go to the doctor 5-6 times more than they would have in the past. And the government's responsible, you know, for the majority of that. Another thing that people are up in arms about that I noticed negative about the situation is that illegal immigrants aren't going to get health care, which I can't really complain about. You know what I'm saying? Like, the illegal immigrant, I'm against illegal immigration, and I feel like they cost taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. But they're not even allowing them to purchase their own health care with their own money, which to me is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to tell somebody what they can and can't do with their own money? That just doesn't make sense to me. So if you're an illegal immigrant in America, you pretty much can't go to a hospital, period. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're paying out of pocket. Because they're not going to cover you, you know what I'm saying? And they're not even going to allow you, if you're making good money, to even buy your own health care. Also, people that are here legally, legal immigrants, aren't even going to be eligible for 5 years to receive assistance such as Medicaid. So immigrants with sick kids or whatever that need assistance, you know what I mean, they can't even get no help. I'm just looking at my footnotes here. Another thing that really cracked me up and really showed me how well Congress thought this shit through, this is how intelligent our government is. The bill actually, their way of paying for this is a bunch of just ridiculous bullshit. But the thing that really stands out, a 10% tax on all indoor tanning services for universal health care. We're going to tax tanning services to pay for universal. If we've got to tax tanning services to pay for universal health care, then there's a problem. It hadn't been that well thought out. They're also talking about taxing drug companies, medical equipment suppliers, and things of that nature to help pay for the universal health care deficit, which is a good idea. They've been fucking us for years. You know what I'm saying? It's time we fuck them back. So I can't really complain about that. Another thing is seniors. If you've got grandmas, grandpas, relatives, or whatever in home, with home health care and nursing homes or anything of that nature, they're going to cut that by 132. They're going to cut Medicare Advantage care by 132 billion over 10 years. And what Medicare Advantage care is, basically regular insurance don't cover some of the stuff that seniors need, so they can get this. Well, now since they're making the cuts, they say it's likely that the Medicare Advantage is going to cut all the extra added benefits because of the budget squeeze. So a lot of stuff that our seniors have, they're going to end up losing, so everybody else can have health care. Medicare for home health care, they say is going to be reduced by 40 billion, which is just another kind of the Medicare Advantage care. You know what I'm saying? So they're really not looking out for old people at all. This is the real kicker. This is supposed to go through in 2014. I'm going to read this word for word. You must buy health care or face a fine. This is just like with your car insurance. You're going to either pay for the insurance or they're going to ticket you. $694 or $695, I'm sorry, a year for each uninsured person in your household, or up to $2,085 or 2.5% of your household income, whichever is higher. Not lower, higher. Whichever is greater. The government's taking the maximum amount of money from you they can take. But check this. There are exceptions. If you're an American Indian, if your religious beliefs don't believe in doctors, you don't have to pay for health care. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to choose to give them rights? But because I'm not an American Indian, or I don't believe in eating herbs to fucking heal myself, now I've got to give the government $700 or have health care. Another crazy thing. Statistics show, because Canada, Germany, and the UK have had universal health care for years. Statistics, these are actually